Grand Rising, my beautiful neuromelanated sisters and brothers and all high vibrating beings. I wanted to come on for a few minutes this morning and talk about a situation that happened a few weeks ago that I deem important because of what's happening with us today and how we're learning how to move not only in society with outsiders but also with each other. So I just felt like uh, taking a few minutes and sharing this, that hoping that it might prompt some of my other brothers and sisters to pay more attention to how we interact with each other, how we treat each other, and to be more mindful of being respectful to one another. I was got this message this morning. One of my very high conscious sisters put out a message, and I read it, and it just touched me. It was such a beautiful message, and so I'm gonna read it to you quickly, and then I'm gonna make my statement. Then I got so much to do, like I always say, so I gotta move on. But I did want to come on and talk about this for a minute or two, and because it's important to me. But anyway, my sister, she divine words of wisdom. I shout her out often. She's on Instagram, and she's a very powerful sister. She puts out a lot of beautiful content, and she's doing her part in raising the frequency, and I applaud her for that. So I'm going to read the message. It's very short, but just so you can kind of understand what I felt when I read it. It said, I will always see you in your highness, no matter our order of alignment of our divinity within our oneness. I will always salute to the divinity within you in a knowing frequency that supports our raise in our collective consciousness. Peace within all of you. And then she saluted out her message. So I read that and I was like, wow. It was a short, just a few words, but very powerful statement. And what it did, it took me back to a situation that happened about 3 weeks ago, where I was sent an invitation to join a live. And on this brother's live, this would just be the second time I requested to be a part of it. The last time it was just talking kind of frivolous stuff, nothing, specific. And I joined because I am always looking to be a part of something with my brothers and sisters. I have that unified mentality when it comes to us, and so I just get excited and when there is an opportunity to collectively engage. So I received the invitation, and so I said, okay, I'm going to go in. I'm not sure what they're talking about, but this is another opportunity for me to be, conjoined with my people. And if I can learn something, great. If I can contribute something, then that would be great. so, so I responded to it, the invitation, and the message I got from this brother was uh, something to the effect of, "Not now, sister. Um, this is deep." And then and then he also said, and we're responding to a video too. So, and you missed the video. So, you know, so I read his message, and I immediately, it was offensive to me because I'm like, brother, you when he said this is deep, I'm like, well, what kind of response is that? How do you know where I am intellectually? What would make you say that? And then I've seen it before. The next thing my mind went to is the fact that we sometimes, our egos and our arrogance can just overpower us, and that is something we should be trying to rid ourselves of, because we can't, our egos can't go where we're going today. It just can't. And so when I read the message, I immediately responded to him. I said, "Okay, brother, look now, come on now. Now that's not the way to respond. You can't tell your people, you can't come off like that with your people. It's just don't sound right, and it ain't right. And so I said, "Come on, what's going on?" I said, "Ain't no space for ego. We all trying to learn. We're trying to love one another. We're all one together. You can't come at me like that. What do you mean? Help me understand what you mean. Where you coming from?" And so once he got that response from me, I guess it prompted him to think about, whoa, maybe, I don't know. I'm just thinking maybe he said something to himself, kind of paid a little attention to how he responded. And then he immediately then let me in. And the first part of our interaction was me saying, "Brother, you don't know me. You've only had one time when we interacted just a little bit." And when I said, "But you don't know me, brother. You don't know what I might be able to contribute." And I think the topic was something along the lines of metaphysics or something. But I told his brother, "You know what? You don't even know me." And I got the invitation, and I clicked on to come in. I got an invitation. I said, so you don't never know what somebody may have to contribute in what we're experiencing today in these topics. And the fact that you would say that, I was really shocked, because in his demeanor, and he just doesn't seem like the type that would even say something like that. So I was it was offensive to me, and a bit hurtful, especially with where I am today with my, what's the word I'm trying to think of? I'm just so excited about my people, and I'm just so, ready to, whatever we need to do to get this thing done. I'm so ready. And then for somebody to come off like that, that really did bother me, and but I let him know straight up, right publicly, right on the live. Look, you wrong. You can't come off like that. If there is a good reason why, I got the invitation, so I attempted to come in, and there's a good reason why you don't want me to come in there. Maybe there's only two people can be in there, maybe three people or so. And if there's, something that makes sense, but to say that this is deep, and and you don't even know me, you don't know where I am up here, that's not right. And to add insult to injury, when I got in there, it was two brothers. So the other brother, once I got in there, he started like he was testing me, asking me questions about the topic, like I had to prove myself before I can stay in or something. And I said, we got to do better. We got to heal people. My people, we got to heal. We got to do better. Because until we realize that we are one people together, that we are a reflection of one another, we got to heal. We got to fix this. Much farther can we go until we fix that part? Until we understand that we are collectively one people. Again, I always say, you are me and I am you. So it's just totally distasteful to even, come off like that with your brothers and sisters. We got to stop that. Now, and I do realize that Babylon, the inorganic ones, the evil elites, have pushed very hard to make us look at ourselves as nothing, and look at, make us feel insignificant on this planet. But if we're talking about a topic as deep as, what it appeared they were talking about, and we don't even know that we're collectively one together yet, then we still got some serious issues. So we need to get rid of this individualism. This, I got the information, and I can't be too many of my people where I am today. They can't know what I know today. All this, I got it and they don't, or this. I don't know what to call it. It's obviously not what we need. In this war, in this raise of frequency, and learning, and becoming who we were created to be, especially as one together. It's we can't be doing that. So be careful. I always say, I what I do every day, every morning, I get up and I do a self check. You can call it self criticism, whatever you want to call it. But I look in the mirror and I ask myself, I talk to myself and check myself, because I can only do me. I can't, do anyone else. We have to do self checks on ourselves, and but we should be doing that. You know, of course, many of us are in the process of healing from what has happened to us throughout these centuries, these years. But we need to continue to do that, and we need to stay mindful, even if it means checking ourselves on a daily basis, because being rude, being arrogant, and just behaving like that with one another, that's not gonna cut it. It's not. We gotta cut that out. We gotta heal people. We got too much work to do to be stalling ourselves collectively with that kind of behavior. So then let me say this before I get off. Then there was a sister that came on, and she actually initially began to piggyback off of, my response to what had happened, and then after she was coming across, I thought, fair, and then after she did that, then she went on to try and defend this brother and say, well, he's not like that, and he didn't, and I've seen that kind of behavior before. I've been on social media for years, and I've been in conversations, where it seems like somebody's riding in on a white horse, and they need 60 seconds of fame, or they're showing significant, I matter to what I'm going to add to this, and what I'm saying is, and I can see, I'm going to tell you, some of us can see through the rigmarole. We can see what's really behind these kinds of responses, but we got to do better, because a lot of that is not even necessary, and when you know people, when you understand the dynamics of your people, when you have researched, read books, went within, and you've gotten a wholesome picture of why we are the way we are, then you can kind of see it. So I didn't respond to that. I just listened to her, and but I know where it was coming from, because I've researched, I've really dug in to try to understand my people. And I just, again, I say we need to heal. We need to heal, because we'll come off like that with our own people. Now, the inorganic ones can treat us, some of us, bad all day long. They can come at us all kinds of ways, and we'll hesitate, to fight with them and judge them and correct them. But with each other, it's like, hey, split at a moment. We'll fight each other. We'll kick each other's down sometime, and then we gotta stop that. We gotta stop that. We gotta fix that. So I just wanted to come on and mention that incident with you, and also give my sister props for her message today, as I felt it. If I felt it, she's just such an amazing sister, and I really have to give her a thumbs up for how beautiful she is, and for what she does to she brings to the table for her people. So So anyway, I'm not going to stay on. Have an appointment I got to get to here shortly. So just think about it, people. We gotta do better. We really do. This is our time, and we need each other to survive it and to to go where we're going. So thank you for listening. Um, and I want to tell you. Well, I want to tell you something else I wanted to mention. I'm gonna talk about that though in a different video. So, assalamu alaikum to you. Namaste. Ashe. Peace. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Bye bye.